Hello everyone, my name is Wynand Fourie. I'm a musician from Cape Town, South Africa, and I'm back with another react. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of Buy Me a Coffee account videos today, again, second day in a row, but I've got a lot of requests that I want to get to, and I think today we got some good ones, so let's get into it. The first one for today is a reaction video sponsored by I think it's this one, Ultra Red. Yes, Ultra Red, requested by Ultra Red. Hi Wynand, multi-instrumentalist, songwriter and singer Carl Wallinger formed the then one-man band World Party, releasing today's requested song Ship of Fools in 1987. This is one of those songs with a catchy melody that tends to overshadow the dire lyrics regarding the state of the world if you aren't paying attention. I find it to be as relevant today as it was then. I'm not retro, I'm writing songs about now. In fact, the songs I wrote back then are even more relevant now than they were when I wrote them. I wasn't trying to be ahead of the curve, I was just writing about things that seemed obvious to me at the time, and we still haven't done anything about it. Carl Wallinger in 2012, so this is a quote from Carl. Wow, interesting. Wallinger died from a stroke at his home in Hastings, England, on 10 March 2024 at the age of 66, leaving behind a catalogue of music for which he will be remembered. Enjoy the song World Party, Ship of Fools. There's the link. I got it open right here. We're gonna give it a listen. Rest in peace, Carl. Thank you, Ultra Red, for the suggestion. I wonder if there's lyrics available somewhere. Is this a video? Yeah, it's a video. All right, so let's go. Let's watch this. Ship of Fools. This is 80s, late 80s. Jeez, man.
We're setting sail to the place on the map from which no one has ever returned. Drawn by the promise of the joker and the fool, by the light of the crosses that burn. Drawn by the promise of the women and the lace, and the gold and the cotton and pearls. It's the place where they keep all the darkness you need. You sail away from the light of the world on this trip, baby. You will pay tomorrow. You're gonna pay tomorrow. You will pay tomorrow. Save me from tomorrow. I don't want to sail with this ship of fools. No, no, no. Save me from tomorrow. I don't want to sail with this ship of fools. No, no, no.
Jeez, I was not expecting this to be this good. Like, this is really, really sick. I'm really liking this. Yeah, jeez, what a catchy. I don't know. This is 80s, so the production level has stepped up a lot from like 70s music. You can just hear like the instruments are clean and clear and a lot of reverb. But then his voice is so clean and it's very like modern sounding. I would say like ahead of the curve. I wonder if Oasis was inspired by World Party, because he's got a bit of an Oasis tinge to his voice, but definitely, yeah, there's definitely some amazing musicianship here. I want to go back a little bit and just watch this.
Save me from tomorrow.
drums are airtight, man.
Been such a no good, but I'm sure you'll build your Sodom like you knew you would. Using all the good people for your galley slaves. As your little boat struggles through the warning waves, but you don't pay. You will pay tomorrow. You're gonna pay tomorrow. Yeah, you're gonna pay tomorrow.
Pay tomorrow.
Save me from tomorrow. I don't want to sail with this ship of fools. No, 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 no. Save me from tomorrow. I don't want to sail with this ship of fools. No, 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 no. Where's it coming from?
Yeah, man.
Oh, where's it going to? It's just a ship of fools.
Yeah, man. This is classy. Damn. Oh, it just fades out. Wow. Damn, that was cool. That's really, really cool. He kind of looks like Beck a little bit, don't you think? He's got a bit of a Beck vibe to him. Yeah. Wow. I want to see if... Oh, there's no lyrics. Maybe I can look up the lyrics. Just want to like read through the lyrics while I listen to this, because like the musicianship and the performance of it all kind of grabbed my attention, like Ultra Red said. But I'd like to give the lyrics a good look. Let's see, lyrics. There we go. I don't know. I don't trust Google's. I trust Genius more than I trust Google. So let's listen to the song and read the lyrics. Wonder if that's possible. Yeah, it should be possible. I might go back and pause it a little bit and see. But yeah, like first of all, like apparently he was a one-man band, according to Ultra Red. So I don't know if he recorded all those instruments himself, but it's really well played and really well arranged and performed. So I don't know, maybe he got a band for the studio recordings, but he wrote all the music himself. What's his name? Carl Wallinger. Damn. Okay, let's listen to this while reading lyrics. I think that's a good idea, innit? We're setting sail.
We're setting sail to the place on the map from which no one has ever returned. Drawn by the promise of the joker and the fool, by the light of the crosses that burn.
Jeez, man.
Drawn by the promise of the women and the lace and the gold and the cotton and pearls. It's the
I think this is kind of talking to, we're setting sail to the place on the map from which no one has ever returned, drawn by the promise of the joker and the fool. It's kind of relevant for America's situation right now. By the light of the crosses that burn. Damn. It's like, I think it's speaking to like capitalism and the like never-ending ladder that you climb if you're climbing towards like riches and I don't know, like that, like I guess you can call it American dream, or like that dream of like becoming rich and famous. Maybe not famous, but just like rich and powerful, right? But there's always going to be a plateau if you're climbing it from the bottom, you know, like you gotta, I don't know, like when people become as rich as like the millionaires and the billionaires of this world, there's a lot of heads they need to step on, and a lot of people they need to step on to get there. You're not climbing a ladder, you're climbing a pyramid of bodies, of human bodies, to get to the top, and you're leaving everyone else behind. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, and drawn by the promise of the Joker and the Fool, by the light of the crosses that burn. So crosses bringing in like a spiritual element that burn. So it's like you gotta kind of burn down this is just my own interpretation of these lyrics, so don't take it as like an analysis. But what I see that as is like crosses that burn. So like you have to like burn away your spiritual nature and your kind of moral compass, because a lot of I think a lot of religion or spiritual practices, Christianity, it preaches like compassion and empathy and love amongst, like, love your neighbor, that kind of thing. But I think to make it in the material world and plane and capitalistic world, you gotta put all those like humanitarian feelings behind, because like I said, you gotta step on a lot of people to get to that top. It's not a clean ladder, it's a ladder made out of the bones of the innocent, I think. Drawn by the promise of the woman and the lace and the gold and the cotton and pearls. So it's like, again, it's like materialistic, it's the material plane, it's the lower vibrational impulses that we have, lust, greed, all these almost like base, you got the chakras, like right at the bottom, you got like you got the root and the sacral. I don't know what it's called, but it's like the lower vibrational things, like not that sex is a bad thing but I think lust can lead to a lot of pain and objectification of women and these things. So yeah, it's just interesting, these words and these the thoughts that they kind of spark. It's the place where they keep all the darkness you need. You sail away from the light of the world on this trip, baby. Damn. So I think basically what I said is covered in this first verse. Pay, you will pay tomorrow. You're gonna pay tomorrow. You will pay tomorrow. So it's like there's a line in a Mac DeMarco song. I think the song is My Old Man or something. Yeah, My Old Man. There's a line in there. There's a price tag hanging off of all this fun, off of having all this fun. So like nothing is free, right? Like you can succumb to these lower vibrational impulses, but you're gonna pay tomorrow. Like let's say you go out for a night, you're drinking, you're feeling good, then someone offers you some drugs and you're like, oh, I'm having a good time, might as well go all the way. And then you snort some drugs and you keep going, and then next thing you know, it's 9 a.m. and you're still awake and you're starting to crash. And you're like, oh, this doesn't feel good. So you either take more stuff to make you feel good, which is just gonna lower your vibrations even more, or you sober up and have the worst day of your life, and then you can move on. So there's always a price to pay. Save me from tomorrow, or save me from tomorrow. I don't want to sail with the ship of fools. No. Oh, save me from tomorrow. I don't want to sail with this ship of fools. No. So the fools may be referring to the people who are the people who are chasing that dream or that rat race. I think I'm just gonna read it. I'm not gonna listen to the song while, because it's too much like pausing and going. So I'm just gonna read through this and kind of analyze. Yeah, so I think this kind of speaks for itself. Save me from tomorrow. I don't want to sail with this ship of fools. No, no. I want to run and hide right now. So I think in this just little post-chorus thing, I think sometimes it can feel, if you're like very aware of these things, it can become overwhelming. And we are like kind of born into a system that very much feeds on those impulses, and that's built around those impulses to like gather as much money as you can. And like a lot of media is like, you gotta sleep with a lot of women to be a real man, or you gotta like drink this beer to whatever. It's like we're born into a system that feeds off lower vibrational impulses, and if you become aware of that and you start seeing it everywhere. There's also that movie where the guy has these sunglasses that like he sees the world, and then he puts on the sunglasses and it's like consume, like instead of like an advertisement, he sees like the truth, and it's just like words like consume, stay asleep. I don't know what that movie is called, but it's like, it makes me think of that. I want to run and hide right now. So yeah, it can be overwhelming and you feel like you just want to hide. Avarice and greed. What is this word? I don't know this word. Sorry. English is my second language. Extreme greed for wealth or material gain.
Avarice.
All right, now I know. Avarice and greed are gonna drive you over the endless sea. They will leave you drifting in the shallows, drowning in the oceans of history. History repeats itself. It's an ongoing cycle. It's just like now there's so much more people, than like a few hundred years ago. We've like doubled or tripled in populations, and the spread of information has become so much more extreme that it can feel like it's drowning. Like it's a lot. Traveling the world, you're in search of no good, but I'm sure you'll build your Sodom like I knew you would, using all the good people for your galley slaves, as your little boat struggles through the warning waves. Damn, that's some deep stuff, man. That's deep. I don't even know if I'm gonna go into this, because it's, again, like using all the good people for your galley slaves. This is what I was saying, man. You gotta climb. It's not a ladder. It's a pyramid of dead bodies, basically, or yeah, just innocent people that you gotta climb to get to the top of this material, like, money game that we're playing. But you don't pay. You will pay tomorrow. You're gonna pay tomorrow. Yeah, you gotta pay tomorrow. So I think this can also be a message to the people who are climbing that ladder or that pyramid, and who have gotten to the top, is you're gonna pay tomorrow. So tomorrow may be also referring to, when we leave this material plane, when we pass on, those things follow us, and I feel like the deeds that you do in this lifetime reflect, whether it's in reincarnation, whether it's like heaven and hell, whether it's whatever you believe. I think a lot of religions and a lot of spiritual practices agree on the same thing, which is, you do bad now, you're gonna get bad later. Like karma. What goes around comes around, kind of thing. So that might also be what this pre-chorus is referring to. Again, I'm just speculating. Chorus: save me from tomorrow. I don't want to sail with the ship of fools. No. Oh, save me from tomorrow. I don't want to sail with the ship of fools. No. Yeah. Post-chorus, where it coming from or where it's going to, it's just the ship of fools. All aboard. Wow. We're all part of this, man. We're all in the game. We've like, even if it's against our will, we have to kind of just find our way through this life and this system that's been created for us. It's sad, but I think what's important is that you find ways to express yourself. You find ways to enjoy this life. Spend time. Don't spend all your time on work. Spend time with family. Laugh if you have kids. Laugh with your kids. Play with your kids. If you have loved one, if you have family, just spend time with them and enjoy the moments that you can, and go into nature, find peace somewhere, find your peace. And I think that's really important, and it's something that I've been trying to improve in my own life, because I have been kind of stuck in a rat race for a while, and I have neglected some of my relationships with friends and family, and it's not good, and I can feel that the longing inside me for connection. And it's oh wait, I do have all these people that I can reach out to and connect with, and I just need to do it. I need to instigate. Sometimes you need to be the one to instigate. Anyway, damn, that was a journey. And I talked a long time, but it's cool. This was a really, really cool song. Thank you, Ultra Red, and thank you for pointing out that the lyrics are deep, and worth checking out. So yeah, I really love that. That was awesome. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, and if you enjoy listening to me yabber on, then please consider subscribing to my channel and liking this video and hitting the notification bell. It helps the algorithm notice me, I guess. And yeah, if you really like what I do and you want to make a reaction request, you can do so by heading over to my... This is me. This is the hustle, guys. But I have to. This is the world we live in, right? So if you want to support this channel and keep me going, then you can make a donation to my channel on my Buy Me a Coffee. You can leave your name and you can make a reaction request. So any video, any artist that you want me to react to, you can do that. So thank you. And I do realize I just spoke about the system and the rat race and climbing the ladder, but this is just me trying to feed myself. So I don't know. We're all aboard this ship of fools. Keep that in mind. All right. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.